Hello YouTube, welcome to my next channel video, and this video is going to be the official start of my anime reviews. And first up on my list for anime reviews to do is Death Note. I know I said I was going to do K, but I need to rewatch it before I do my review so I don't really miss anything when I review it. But I got the Omega edition for Death Note, which it's the complete series as well as the two movies that there are. The movies are essentially the anime, just it has extra stuff in there. It's pretty much like an OVA, essentially. But Death Note is a very good anime. It follows Light Yagami, who gets the Death Note, and the Shinigami that follows him. His name is Ryuk. Ryuk is amazing in this. I love Ryuk. He does not care what Light does, which makes sense because Shinigamis don't really care for humans. So Light is essentially the protagonist, and it also not exactly follows, but it follows L, which L is essentially trying to take down Light because of all the deaths that are happening. Light essentially feels that any crime anyone does, they should be punished. And because he has a death note, if he gets that criminal's name or whatever, he will write their name down in the death note and they will die. They will die within 30 seconds of writing their name in the death note. I can't remember exactly how long the time limit is, but this is such a gripping anime. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I know there are two live action movies in Japan. One that follows the anime of Death Note, and I think the second one follows L when Light is dead, in his time before he dies. The movies stray far from not well. I haven't seen the movies themselves, so I'm not entirely sure how the movies are. I know they're doing a Netflix series. That is why I wanted to watch the anime first. Looking back at the trailer for it, I am very skeptical on watching it. Mainly because Light, the actor they have for Light, is okay. But the one I'm fine with L being not Asian or whatever. I am fine with him being black if that's how they want to go. But I don't like the way they seem to be portraying L, because they had him in like this ninja getup or whatever, when L is not one to really. The only time L really went out to confront Light was when Light pretty much stumped him in a way, but he still believes Light is Kira. Kira is the code name that Light uses as like a cover up, so nobody knows it's him, obviously. But he goes to Light School and pretty much confronts him that way. L does not really, from what I understand, does not really go out after people unless it's a last resort. From what I can tell from the Netflix movie or whatever it is they're doing, L is more active going out and confronting people, which I don't necessarily like, The only thing I am interested in for that is Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. I think he could be good as Ryuk. I'm not. I still have to see his performance as Ryuk before I can give a full opinion of it. The thing that I like about the live action Japanese version is in the English dub, they use the English voice actors that did the anime, which is really cool. Um, if you are curious, I watch English dub. I know there are anime purists out there that watch subs only. That's perfectly fine with you. That's cool. Like what you want to like. With me, if I have to continuously stop and read, I can't fully get into like an anime or something like that if I have to continually to stop and read. Whereas if it's already in English dub, I can get into it a lot quicker, which I prefer. Um, what else did I want to talk about? The anime does really good in making you absolutely hate Light. At first, his um the way he thinks of taking out all the criminals and stuff, it makes sense. But as it goes on, anyone who gets in his way is pretty much dead. He even goes as far as possibly writing his father's name down in the Death Note, from what I remember. If he's driven to the point where he has to, he'll do it, which is fucked up. Um, I don't want to give too many spoilers of the anime for those who haven't really seen it. Obviously, at the end of the series, Light dies. I feel his death should have been a lot more cruel for Light, especially of all the stuff that he did. It was very bittersweet for his death. I still feel after watching it that his death should have been a lot more brutal for him, especially of all the shit that he did. Um, I'm not gonna tell you when L dies if you haven't seen it, but it's a mixed bag for me because I feel it was too not the right time for him to die, because from what I understand in the manga, from where he dies, he already. All right, I'm not gonna really give that away. I'll let you watch it for yourself and figure it out on your own. Um, but the one that takes over after L, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he is good. He's a good replacement for L, but after investing so much time in L, I did have a bit of a hard time liking him, but he was the perfect successor for taking over from L. But overall, this is my review on Death Note. When the Netflix series does come out, I will review it. I believe it's sometime in July that it comes out. But overall, I would give this anime, and I liked it a lot. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It hit a lot of things for me that needed me to stay interested. It was very intense. If you haven't seen Death Note, definitely see it or watch it. I believe it might be on Netflix. I'm not entirely sure. But if you get the chance to watch Death Note, definitely watch it. But my next anime review I'm not entirely sure what it will be, but it it will probably be Sword Art Online. If not that, definitely Helsing. That will be the next ones. Um, Next week, I am going up to New Hampshire. A certain YouTuber up there is going to be returning for videos. He hasn't made videos in a while. We are going to do videos on my channel and on his. I might do my second anime review up there, or I might wait until I come back and do the anime review when I come back. But other than that, this is my review on Death Note. I am Commander Nerd, and I will check you next time, YouTube.